Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have John Phillips, co-founder of Predictit, the stock market politics. We're going to take a look at the way the California primary elections could go. But John, I actually want to start with what's going on in the UK first.
Boy, what an interesting saga for Boris Johnson and the British electorate. This is, of course, all about Partygate, Jill, as we've spoken before, and it just won't go away. Barring any new videos or more embarrassing revelations, however, Predictit traders think Johnson's going to hold on through August. Those shares are trading at 74% odds, or 74 cents. So it's a good market. If you want to take either side of that, you put down 74 cents, you win $1 if he hangs on, or you put down 26 cents or 27 cents on the other side of that bet and you win $1 if he's gone by August. Of course, you got to be a Predictit trader to win the $1 and to put the bets down. And to do that, use the promo code at the bottom of the screen, and we'll match the first up to $50 that you deposit in the account.
And John, I'm kind of excited to see what the turnout with California could be as voters go to the polls on primary day tomorrow. Predictit traders think that it could take a more conservative turn, which of all the states within our country, California is notorious for leaning a little bit more blue.
You got that right. There are two elections we're going to talk about today. One, of course, is the Los Angeles mayor's race. Wow, you look at the numbers there. There's a Republican, former Republican, Rick Caruso, who is leading in the eyes of Predictit traders. They think by 57% odds that he is going to win. He'll be elected Los Angeles mayor in 2022. That compares to Karen Bass, who is the Democratic congresswoman, who's trading at only 43% odds. She's down 6 cents today. Bass is an interesting lightning rod, if you will. She was considered for a position. The Biden administration was passed over because of her allegedly more leftist views. Caruso is a businessman. And he's favored now. So it's a jungle primary, Jill. So top two contenders, so long as no one gets 50%, they will face off in November. So this is going to be one of those two in all likelihood. It's unlikely anybody's going to get 50% tomorrow. And then you've got the DAs, you've got the recall election, right, in San Francisco. You want to talk about that one?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. He pledged to be a very compassionate prosecutor. Not quite sure prosecutors, job one is compassion, but we've seen the crime wave in San Francisco. Something's got to be done. I'm not surprised to see Predictit traders are nearly unanimous in thinking that he's going to get recalled.
89% odds he's a goner, according to Predictit traders. And you think about this, he's his parents were both involved with the Weather Underground that led to the murder of 3 people. Now he ran on, as you say, a compassion, sort of a ticket of being more compassionate and lenient with offenders. And it's hard to find anybody in San Francisco right now that thinks he's done a good job. Even his own prosecuting attorneys in the DA's office have been resigning in protest. There's terrible relations with the police. Kind of reminds me of the former mayor of New York City. And so the recall is probably going to happen. More than probably, it's almost certainly. You can put down 89 cents to win $1, or if you think he's going to survive, you can put down 13 cents on the other side of that bet.
Will be interesting to see, like I said, of all states, California, if they start to get that pendulum, I guess perhaps maybe not all the way to the right, but certainly more center than the ultra progressive policies that have been playing out there as of late.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So it's going to be the 3 big elections coming up. Next week, we'll talk about Santa Claus and Sarah Palin. But for now, that's it. Remember to use the promo code at the bottom of the screen if you don't yet have a Predictit account, and we'll match up to $50 of your first deposit into Predictit, and then you can be off and running and betting on Predictit. Thanks, Jill.
You got it. Thanks, John. And I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.